All right, so right off the bat, having like the Four of Pentacles reverse and the Page of Cups together. So with the Page of Cups kind of energy, we have a sweet young person, possibly a water sign. So that could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and they're coming in, and it feels like with the Four of Pentacles, kind of like they just don't know what you need. They don't know how to help you out, but they want to. But you're not giving them the cues in a way of how that they can actually support you. And the reason why I'm also saying this is the Eight of Swords is nearby with the Four of Pentacles, and having the Four of Pentacles along with the Eight of Swords there is like just not knowing what you need, and so going inwards and kind of being, in a way, Aries, you're not intending to be, but it's appearing that you're being really selfish because of taking that moment and taking a step back and saying, no, I don't need your help. No, I don't want you to come over. No, I don't want you to be around me. And it's really, I feel like that you're just kind of recalibrating where you are in your space, and you're kind of recalibrating what you need and what you need to get done. But to other people, it seems like you're pulling away because you don't care about them. But it's actually the opposite, that you care so much about them that you don't want them to be a part of it. All right. And so, especially, we have the Sun and the Devil in reverse. Okay, right there. And having these two here, it's like the Sun reverse is still a really positive card, and the Devil reverse is actually a really positive card, because it's like the recalibration of your life, the recalibration of what you need, is causing you to let go of not access, I mean excess. So letting go of things that aren't working, habits that aren't working, and possibly people too. But by doing that, it feels like, you're stuck between a rock and a hard place, because you're doing these positive changes for yourself, but then you're also losing a situation or losing somebody because of making these choices. So it's like, dang, I'm finally starting to feel good in my body, but at the same time, because of that, I had to let go of some things that were not healthy for me. And you do kind of have to go through a mourning phase of that, like go through a mourning of that loss. And it could be too that maybe you don't need to take all of those things out right away or forever, or, just kind of dimming down certain things. Because with the Six of Pentacles here, I really do feel like, you are growing and you are creating what you want, but you don't have to cut everything out 100%. You can just, say, what, I don't need to spend as much time with this person, but I could maybe see them once or twice a year, or maybe once a month, because I really love them and I do enjoy their presence, but I just can't have them be in my day-to-day life, or have such a hold over my current situation. So yeah, and also with the Five of Pentacles, this is really kind of feeding into this situation too. Is you know the feeling of being left out in the cold, the feeling of loss, feeling of feeling bankrupt in a way, emotionally, possibly emotionally, or financially, even feeling like you just don't have enough, especially with the holidays coming up. But I see here with the Six of Pentacles that, you really are growing it. You really are creating what you need to do, and then with the Four of Cups reverse too. See, here we go. I feel like through November, you're going to be able to really see this positive feeling and this positive growth that you were making. Four of Cups in reverse is like no longer holding on to a false idea, no longer holding on to this dream you had that had no grounds in reality. And so you're letting that go, but at the same time, with the Eight of Swords popping up here, the Eight of Swords, being like a personal jail of yourself, it's like this, once again, it's such a dichotomy between the Sun and the Devil, and then the Eight of Swords and the Four of Cups reversed. It's like you're letting go of like this social idea that people have put on you, But at the same time, you are putting such pressure on yourself. It's like you are your worst enemy, you know? You don't need friends and family to try to dampen you down. You're doing a great job by yourself, Aries. And so this feeling here, especially with the devils and the sun, this is a really big pivotal point for you in November of letting go of obsession, of possible manic behavior, and actually seeing a glimpse of the light, because the sun in reverse is still a positive energy coming in. It's just kind of slow. It's kind of slow. It's not so quick. And this page of cups, I love that this sweet energy is there for you. And you know, if it's not, I feel like it's going to be a child for a lot of you. It's going to be possibly your child, or if a niece or nephew, who just wants to love you and wants to help you out. And it could also be, it could be a romantic situation too, of somebody who's kind of young. Maybe this is a new relationship, and so they still have that kind of puppy love feeling, and they just want to help you. And so the best thing to do in this situation with them is to allow them to help you a little bit. Allow them in just a little bit, even though you don't want anything to do with anyone this month. It seems like, Aries, you just want to trek through and make things happen on your own. Let some people in just a little bit. It will actually help you feel better, and it'll help your friends and family feel like they are still connected to you. And especially because we have the Knight of Cups at the bottom. Okay, and then we also have the Tower here. So you are setting up for a huge shift. You are setting up for a huge change, and this Knight of Cups could be coming in to make this change happen. You know, because they're moving towards the Tower. Knight of Cups is another water energy, like Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. And they're going to create a huge uproar and stir for you the end of November. You know, they're coming in to shake things up. And so, yeah, it's time to really let go of those obsessions, to let go of those habits that aren't working, those people, Aries, because you're going to have a huge shift, and you need to be able to shift gracefully and easily. Because the Tower is going to come in whether you like it or not, but what you do with it is going to be important. So it could be a small shift. It could be like, the holiday party is changed from November 29th to December 4th, and so now you have more time or less time or whatever to prepare for that. But it could be also really big that you lose your job, or you know, a breakup happens, or there's a separation of people. You know, it could be any number of things. However, what you do with it is what is truly important, because it will be coming in. And this Knight of Cups, since they are in the upright, is in a positive energy. But I do feel like they're going to hit you in the heart. You know, the Knight of Cups is going to hit you in the heart, kind of like floor you. So I get the sense with what's happening here with the Eight of Swords, the Devil, Sun. You know, you have created this personal idea of yourself that is in a kind of shadowy phase. It's kind of in a shadowy idea. And this Knight of Cups comes in and says, absolutely not. That will not do. Either you get your act together or I leave. Either you get your act together or I take away your job, you know, because they see the potential in you. They see where you're going and they see where you're growing, and they will not allow you to stop in that process. And so I feel like this is kind of like a tough love situation of like, nope, I love you too much to let you fail. You know, I love you too much to watch you fall. I'm gonna stand by you. And it could really be annoying, Aries. You know, it could be really, really annoying for you. Like, these people coming in with all this love, and you just like, let me do my thing. Let me get this done. No. You know, and this could be in a work situation too, that you have a lot of family things happening, a lot of family situations that are troublesome, and so you're just focusing on work, and you're just, you know, trying to get through. And it's kind of like your safe haven is work, and then this person comes in at work and says, "Nope, You can't just keep your head down anymore. You have to look up and see the whole situation. So it's like this it's a kaleidoscope of emotions happening in November, from, sweet people helping you out to some positive changes happening, but slow moving. And the reason why they're slow moving is you still have some things to take care of, the tower, the devil. And so you may feel a little bit disheveled. You may lose something dear to you in November, but it was already gone, and it needed to shift. You needed that loss to grow. Not saying that that's easy. Not saying that it's not going to make you angry or it's not going to be painful, but you will definitely be able to get through it. Six of Pentacles is let's grow. Okay, so I'm going to pull on the Mother Wisdom deck just for some added guidance. I think, in November, we're going to need our mamas. We're going to need some mama energy, some loving, someone to hold space for us. So let's pull from that deck today. Mary, how funny. Unconditional love. It's not funny, but it's like I was just feeling like I needed to send you a hug, Aries, and then you get Mary, unconditional love. Over the past 2,000 years, countless miracles, legends, and apparitions have been attributed to the beautiful Mary. Speaking to the agape, the highest and purest form of affection, she radiates for the benefit of all. Mother of God, Queen of Heaven, Mother of Mercy, by any name Mary reigns as matriarch of motherly love. Mary's visitation today is a love intervention. Our most essential task as mothers and as humans and as people is simple. Love. Be true. Take this unconditional love and see how the Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups kind of showed up for you as love. I mean, Cups is love, Cups is emotion, and they unconditionally love you. So to accept that is hard sometimes because you feel like you're going to owe somebody if they love you, but you don't need that, Aries. Just know that it is unconditional and that people are there to help you with no strings attached. And if you feel like there are strings attached, then cut them, cut those strings, and just love them and let them love you, and see, and let that flow. Okay, so having the Hierophant here is asking you to really focus on your spirituality, focus on community, focus on the bigger picture. Even though you may feel like you want to stay within and you want to keep it very secular, it's important to involve those around you who are also going to be affected by your situation. And we have the Three of Chalices, which is interesting because I think it was, you had this in reverse in your early November reading. And the Three of Chalices now, and this is in love, okay? Love, and love means not just romantic, but in family, friends, is go celebrate, enjoy your friends and family. You need it right now. You need to go out, you need to laugh, you need to find that connection with others. To kind of solidify yourself and to give yourself reasons to continue doing what you do. All right, so go, enjoy, dance, play. It's really important. And then we have a new beginning with the Ace of Wands. So I know we also had the Tower in the last reading for you for the beginning of November. And so you may have lost your job and now you found a new one. And so this new opportunity that's arising when it comes to career has you jived, has you excited, has you this is it. This is the one. This hits my heartstrings. I'm excited to do this. I'm excited to work. And if you don't have a new job coming in, then this is a really good time to plant the seed for what you want to begin when it comes to your career or your craft. It's time for you to really, not only think about it, but write it down on paper, put it into practice, start practicing more, especially with the Three of Wands energy of please keep planning. Because it's about to begin. Like the energy of the universe wants you to begin this new project that you want to go on. And then King of Swords shows up in abundance. So some of you guys might be having a new relationship with air signs, so Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. But also the King of Swords could be, like a financial advisor, a lawyer, a teacher, somebody coming in who's like a third party to kind of help you find your way when it comes to possibly this new beginning in career, or just getting your life in order. It could be like a life coach or a friend who kind of acts like a life coach, but has this capability of cutting, or actually not cutting, but separating, your emotions from reality in a way, because sometimes emotions cloud what is actually going on. So this King of Swords is really coming in to kind of filter what is going on in a more realistic tone for you, and it makes it a little bit easier for you to digest and take care of when somebody else says, okay, yeah, I know that's how you feel, but this is what's really going on, and so let's focus with the reality of the situation. um, and I think this is good because in some situations, Aries, you might be really heated. You might be very angry about some situations that happened in November. And so you're not thinking clearly in that regard. You want revenge. You want someone to suffer. You want, something, passionate fire to happen. And so this King of Swords is coming in and saying, I get that, totally understand, but here's what's really going on, and we need to logistically look at the details of the actual situation. So take heed of this King of Swords. I have some good ideas for you. And then we have the King of Chalices showing up. So this is another, I think this is a friend who's showing up. This is in mind, body, soul connection. So they're going to be a great outlet for you for that. Hey, I want revenge. I want something to happen. I want to feel better. And by feeling better, I need to knock this person out kind of energy. This King of Chalices is like, that's valid. That's a valid feeling. But let's go on a run. Let's go punch a punching bag. Let's go swimming. And so they're going to give you a wonderful outlet. And if you don't have somebody who shows up in that regard, then this is a sign to, go take a class, to go take a painting class, to go take a taekwondo class, to take a CrossFit class, to go have somebody instruct you on how to release this energy, okay, whether it be positive or negative. If you feel like you're pent up in some regards, and sometimes it can be a really positive energy, like I feel so happy and I don't know what to do with it, well, then go take a class with somebody who knows what they're doing so that they can help you kind of express it in a positive way, in a constructive way, okay? All right, and so then I wanted to pull an angel card just to bring it all together. Parents, the divine truth is that your parents eternally love you to the best of their ability. The angels are helping you heal from any pain associated with your mother or father. So this, like I said a little earlier, and if you went and looked back at your October reading, you had the Tower happen. So it could have been a family situation. Something could have happened to your parents, or you could have had an argument with your parents. And so you felt a disconnect from them. But know that even with that disconnect, they are there to support you and to help you. And because of, that disconnect that happened, you could have felt very heated, very angry, upset, even depressed even. But you have a lot to look forward to, this Ace of Wands, celebrating with people who love you. And, to understand that we are but humans, and to have some compassion for those who raised you, especially, for the most part, not always, but for the most part, parents do what they believe is best, and sometimes that's wrong. But they are trying their best for the most part. There are some parents who don't, and I acknowledge that too. But, having this pop up, it could even be not necessarily your parents, your grandparents, or somebody who acted like a caregiver as you were growing up. You would not be who you are today without them, good and bad.